What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 74 of Smack Talk here at smarkoutmoment.com. I am your host, as always, Tony Mango, and with me this week, we have a stocked panel. We have Braden Mayhew, Mike Payton, Michael Burhan, and Chris Jester, and we might have Chris Dace pop up a little bit later. It's kind of tentative right now. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe he'll come in on a bicycle, for all we know.
Chun-chun.
Bicycle.
So we
It's
have
WrestleMania weekend. Woo!
Yeah, this is going to be a
Yes.
damn good show because we're recording this a day early, so I can actually let it kind
A
of
day
go.
early, and everybody like a few hours ago is just pumped, like, yeah, let's talk about this shit now, pretty
Right.
much.
So I'm going to let this kind of go a little bit longer than what we normally do. I mean, obviously it's not going to be a 10-hour show because fuck that with all the editing that I would have to do. But
Tony,
you
I
know.
want it to be 10 hours. Come on.
Yeah,
Too
dude,
bad.
I could easily talk for 10 hours about WrestleMania.
Oh, so could I, but if you guys
I
want to
think
do the
everybody in
editing,
here
then there you
could.
go.
I thought we were starting a day earlier, so we had enough time between now and the event.
It's still going to come out Saturday morning
Yeah,
because we're going to be editing
it's
the whole time.
Smack Talk access. No,
Right.
that'd be something for a live stream if we could do that. Or you don't-
That's going to be coming because we might have a YouTube live thing coming soon.
because I don't know. I can do live stream if I wanted to.
We'll talk about that in the hot
Yep.
tags. But what we have for you, of course, this week, we have the Ask Him, we have the hot tags that will be coming up in part 2, and then we're going to run through each and every match that we're going to have for WrestleMania this year and pound it into the ground because fuck this card.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
At least, I'm going to be defending a lot of this card, so I
Me
hope
too.
I'm
Don't
not
worry.
the only
I'm going to
person.
defend it too.
I'll be defending against that. So.
Kind of.
I'm on your side, Peyton. Don't worry. I'm
gonna
actually intrigued.
I'm going to be indecisive about this card.
Wow.
I just
You'll
like
be in the
being
middle ground.
optimistic going into a pay-per-view.
It's decent. I don't think it's horrible.
Especially
They,
one of
they could have done if you think this is worse than WrestleMania 27's card, wake up.
Oh, God,
Okay.
no.
It's not that bad. People are acting like it's the worst card ever assembled for a Mania. I'm like, no.
All I have to say is,
No.
if it ends up having about 1 million musical acts on and not enough times given for the appropriate matches, then I'm going to bitch.
Well,
What's
see,
wrong
they
with
got
musical acts?
they got Diddy and Skylar doing the official theme song for the pay-per-view, and then that's it.
No. They just announced today that Living Color will be
Oh
playing.
yeah,
CM
that's for
Punk
Punk's entrance though.
Oh, that's cool.
That
that's
is
for
awesome.
his
I'm
entrance.
stoked
Okay.
for that.
You know,
Right.
he'd have to be coming
Thing is-
out anyway, so
The
Well,
thing
we're
is, I don't
gonna-
have issues with musical acts. The only thing I have an issue with is when they start taking over the damn show.
Well,
No,
we're
there's
going to
no-
get into a lot of the stuff with
Yeah.
musical acts and everything like that when we start talking about WrestleMania. What we have coming up first is, of course, the Ask Him. And for those who tried to guess last week, Peyton had, well, you know what? Remind us what the question was.
All right, well, the question was, this former president was also known for being a wrestler.
And everybody got it right. I Curry, Jamie O'Halloran, Extreme Edgehead HD, XX Jamie's I XX and Jamie Jamie got it right. Patrick Sylvia, WWE Morrison SES, Awesome Piano Man, 111 Ratty, and Designer Metal 1. Everybody got Abraham Lincoln right.
Can I just give an extra shout out to WWE Morrison SES? He actually went above and beyond. He actually outschooled me. Teddy Roosevelt, he said him as well. I didn't know that, but I looked into it. It is in fact true. Teddy Roosevelt also was a wrestler, and that man just gets cooler every time I learn something new about him.
He is a badass.
That was what's his face character in Night of the Museum, right? Robin Williams.
yeah, it was Robin Williams' character.
So you get extra points for being Robin Williams too. Robin Williams with his fucking hairy back and all that. He's like George the Animal.
Oh.
Steel. Who just did the Robin Williams?
Oh, Nanu.
Yeah, nobody guessed Taft, which I threw out there last week. But it was either Taft or Garfield or one of those kind of people.
A lot of TNA hate.
Thankfully, nobody thought that it was FDR. So that was obviously the Ask Him for last week, and this week we have another Ask Him. So take it away, everybody.
Okay, my returning for my Ask Sims this week, The Ask Him comes in two parts. As you guys know how I like to lay it out. I first have an Ask Him for the hosts. They see if they get it right. If they don't, well, fuck it. I'll just give you the answer anyway. And then I do a second component for the rest of you guys. So this week's Ask Him, in honor of our Hall of Fame inductions. First things first, a lawsuit was settled this week in order to give us a Hall of Fame induction and for a person to have their details used. This person is a member of. Firstly, what I want to know is who this person is. Secondly, I need to know the reason why it was being, their likeness was being blocked from being used in WWE. And thirdly, I want to know what famous family they come from.
Oh, that's
So,
an easy one.
Yeah, so go for it, guys.
Owen, Martha, Hart family.
No, it's the Goon.
All right, so elaborate the reason why it was being blocked.
Fuck, who knows? I don't know. Martha's pissed.
Yeah, she was basically blaming the WWE for Owen's death. Now,
it's a
we're
shame.
going to have the second component here.
This is for the
Owen
audience.
wrestled as a character in the WWE prior to the time of his death and before the time of his death. Now, what I want to know is who he wrestled in his last match and who he teamed with before debuting in a singles competitor role in the WWE.
He teamed with Jeff Jarrett.
Do not
What?
say nothing about that one. Our component's been answered. But it wasn't Jeff Jarrett, but nice try. Who he teamed with before debuting as a singles competitor in the WWE. So we're not actually just marginalizing him to the Attitude Era.
Somebody who has gotten more attention on this show in the past 2 weeks than ever.
And basically who his last match was with. So that's for you guys out there on YouTube land. Make sure that you leave a comment and just let us know, what you think of the Ask Hims. If you want me to make it harder, I can make it harder. Just like Mike's beard.
My
So
beard is not hard. My beard is soft and gentle like a lion's mane.
I've never felt a lion's mane, so I don't know.
That is the Ask Him for the week, and right now, of course, I'd be saying that we need to go into part 2, and I'll tell you that in a second, but at the end of each part of this, I'm going to have a little outro section here that brings you a list of all the ways that you can kind of see the WrestleMania coverage that is happening. You guys can check out the chat room on the side of the page where hopefully we can get as many people as possible to kind of do the chat during the show. As I had said before, I'm going to WrestleMania, so I'm not going to be able to update the page as much as I normally do with, match by match kind of move setups and everything like that. But I'm going to try to do that my very best, and you guys can kind of follow along with that. I will be tweeting and touting things. I'll be interviewing people at Fan Access and in the line, and hopefully a whole lot of other stuff too after the pay-per-view and everything like that. So at the end of each part of this, you're going to see a little graphic for that just as a reminder. And we're going to roll on to part 2 with the hot tags.